This right here is my favorite thing ever. In the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long.
What's up, Wildcats? This is your weekly news report. Course selection is still available, so make sure you get all your classes in for the next year. Counselors will be available during lunches until the 19th if you're having any trouble deciding. On the 20th, Skyward will be closed and you will not be able to sign up for any more courses for the next year. So make sure you get in all your courses before then. Students will have a 4-day weekend. We will have Monday and Tuesday off. So make sure to get some well-deserved rest. Valentine's Day is on this Friday, so for everybody with a special someone in their lives, make sure to go out, have plenty of dates, buy treats and gifts and such. And for those of you who are single, anyways, on with the video.
Alright, I'm Miss Peterson and I teach food science and nutrition, but I have also taught culinary arts, TET 1 and 2, child development, interior design, and PALS. So in total I've been teaching about 13 years, but this is my 5th year at Creek. So my favorite part is I like teaching kids how to really be prepared for life, and these are all life skills that everybody will need no matter what career path you go into. Everybody needs to eat, so it's really important to teach students how to be healthy and thriving adults. So I cannot answer what my favorite food is, but I can break it down because asking what my favorite food is like asking me to pick a favorite kid, okay? So like my favorite appetizer is chips and queso. My favorite beverage is Dr. Pepper. My favorite food is steak and potatoes. And I will always be up for ice cream no matter the day or weather. So yeah, I like a lot of food. I like food.
ASL stands for American Sign Language, and it is a language comprised of only hand signs.
ASL is American Sign Language, which in the name it says it's another language, but instead of speaking, you use signs.
ASL is American Sign Language used for deaf individuals, but it's not a universal language. There's different sign languages around the world.
My favorite part of ASL is that it is only made of hand signs, so it relies more on expressions and body movements, and I feel like that's so interesting and different from other languages because you have to be more expressive and into the language to actually use it.
I like how expressive it is and how you kind of use your whole body to communicate. It's also easier to use whenever it's like you're in a really quiet environment.
I like learning about the culture of it.
ASL is not hard to learn if you're willing to put in the effort. Because it's so different from other languages, you need a completely new skill set to learn it.
In the beginning, yeah, but it's like every other language. It's kind of hard to learn, but once you start getting used to it and everything, it's pretty easy.
If you don't take the time to learn it, it can be, but if you really dive deep into it, it's a lot easier to learn.
I don't know anyone in particular, but as part of ASL Club and Honor Society, we do host a Christmas party for deaf kids, and I did get to meet a bunch of deaf kids there.
Valentine's Day, when you and your lover buy overpriced chocolates and for the entire day indulge in extreme gluttony. Valentine's Day has been a burden on the singles of society for as long as it's been around, and in turn being a burden on me. I've lived every year in solitude watching lovey-dovey couples eat chocolate together while I sit in the dark corner turned around eating my cheap bag of chocolates like I came straight out of the Blair Witch Project. Never once have I gotten a Valentine's Day gift from anyone ever. Part of me is fine with that, the other part is not. Yes, it's a jealousy thing, don't judge me. Now to be fair, I haven't given anyone else a box of chocolates either, but that's not my fault. Why would that ever be my fault? It's obviously the people around me whose problem that is, and definitely not me. Anyway, I have a few tips for you singles out there so you don't feel as lonely as you could be. Instead of going out with your lover, how about you go out with your friends to the sort of high-end restaurant that you all know about and split the check 50-50 so you don't feel like you're paying more than anyone else. Or if groups aren't your style, why not eat a bowl of cereal at 6 p.m. because at that point no one can judge you for it because, you know, there's no one else around to judge you, so you'll be fine. There's also a few other things alone you could do. You could solve a puzzle, read a good book. You know, that always makes me feel better on Valentine's Day. So there you have it. Have a great Valentine's Day.
Hey Wetv, I'm Laura Gladney Lemon,
And I'm Carol Wall.
and this is the CCHS Library.
How do we use Destiny Discover, which is the online catalog to find books? So in the SSO portal, in the library resources folder, there's a place for Destiny Discover, and you click on that, and then you can search by author, book name, subject, and then once you find what you're looking for, you want to make sure it has the little "in," the green "in" button on it, or flag, I guess, and you will then come to the library. You also need to know what genre it's in and its call number. So there are a couple of options. If it's a physical book here in the library, you would come to either my desk, Miss Wall's desk, or we have a student self-checkout station. The other options for checking out books are digital books, and that's all handled through the SORA program, which is located again in the SSO portal in the library resources folder. The 3D printers, we have 2 3D printers, which is pretty awesome, and the charge is by weight, so it's 10 cents a gram. It's kind of hard to know exactly before you come. Most print jobs are in the like $1 to $3 range, I would say. Also, then we have a poster printer, which is around $5. We have printing, which is 10 cents for black and white, 25 cents for color, and then that's pretty much everything that costs money makerspace-wise. Free stuff, we have guitars, we have a banjo, we have basses, we have drums, we have keyboards, we have a button maker, we have a vinyl cutter where you can, design and cut out either your own stickers or your t-shirt designs. We have a shirt press, we have a laser engraver, we've got sewing machines, we have embroidery machine. For the things that cost money, it is cash. Unfortunately, we are not linked to your Skyward account, so it's cash. So I think the most important part about the library is, of course, having great books and access to research, but the other really important thing is I just want everyone to feel like they have a space that they can be comfortable in and have a home away from home. We do allow people to eat in the library during lunches. We just ask that you clean up after yourself, and we just love for people to be here.